because you get to meet all kinds of people.
Yeah.
You know, in that sense. But going back to the question, so we don't overrun. I don't think this was actually asked, but Chuck did ask this. If you were to be a monster in a Wyvern only Queen tribute band, which monster would you be, and what instrument would you play?
No, that is difficult. I think Barroth, I think, would be a bass player. He strikes me as a bass player.
Oh, Barroth.
Yeah.
I was going to say drummer, actually, but yeah, I think bass player's probably more suited, isn't it?
Yeah. Bit dumb. Charges around doing stupid stuff.
And a little Dickie Bird told me you're a Queen fan.
Yes. Amongst other things, yes, I am.
Yeah, we know you got a wide taste in music, but, you know, Queen, I think this is why the question was kind of brought up. Yeah?
Yeah.
And you like Bohemian Rhapsody? Whatever you call it.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, of course. It's an awesome rock out tune.
So we know what's going to happen now, aren't we, in the podcast? Yes? Yes?
I hope
we
do get Bohemian Rhapsody to back up some kind of...
Oh, I will. I guarantee it. It don't matter if I ask them, can you hear it? Because obviously they won't hear it. But it will. It's playing at the moment, yeah?
Cool.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Oh, you can.
Just imagine we can hear it.
Yes. And, you know, we'll end the video with some of your movements in this game, yeah? In the background to this one. Bloocheez, Queen that's a UK group, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
Queen, yeah.
EU, again, okay. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I'm happy with that.
All the best rock bands are from the UK.
Don't become controversial now.
Apart from AC/DC.
Okay,
which I found out the other day was Australian, and I always thought they were
part of the EU now as well.
Yeah, they're part of the EU, so that's okay.
Yeah, as far as Monster Hunter's concerned, they're part of the EU.
Okay, well, it's quite nice to know you're a Queen fan. Alright then, I don't know if this one was asked, but what's your favourite colour, Sandyman Bone Grease?
No, it hasn't been asked yet.
Okay, right.
I was quite impressed with the colour that he had on last week.
Was that the new one, turquoise, the colour?
Turquoise one.
Yeah?
Don't know why, just bone grease make me giggle.
Okay. Volker, do you want to ask some more questions?
Yeah, we still got loads and loads of
questions
to go through.
So we're going to start going through some, and then we'll talk about
we're going to go in rapid fire. What was the first scarf item that you hit 99 with? This was from Chetty.
It was probably Devil Joe talons or something. I tend not to keep that many of anything, just simply for the fact that I don't have enough room in the chest. I only usually keep 50 of everything, but I think when it got to be a problem was around Devil Joe, so it was probably talons, as I said, that I hit 99 with first.
I'm sure
I'm not much of a collector.
But no, I've got pretty much 50 of everything. So
you're a collector. You're just
I am a collector. I am a collector, but I only have one stack of everything that I don't use on a regular basis. I have like 1500 bone husks and stuff like that, but for armor spheres and Devil Joe talons.
And do you get upset when you have only 49?
I
gotta have that.
Try not to let it bother me. I think I'm quite low on Gobel stuff. There's a couple of Gobel items that I've only got 20 of, and it's because I don't carve anymore. So like Gobel lanterns and stuff, I don't carve anymore. So there's very little chance of me building them up. But I never need them for anything, so it doesn't really become an issue.
Luke, can I hear your cat?
Yes.
Oh, is it she?
Yes, she is so annoying.
Yeah, probably trying to introduce herself.
I'm not paying her enough attention, so she's rolling around the house crying.
Ah, poor thing.
Right. Maybe if we introduce her, then she'll be quiet again.
Yeah. Mira.
So what's her name?
She's called Amira. She's a Bengal cat. It's a breed that's bred from a wild cat, an Asiatic spotted cat. I've got 2 cats. I've got her and her sister. So I gave them Bengal names. So she's called Amira, which means princess, and she definitely thinks she's the boss. And then her sister is...
we heard that.
Yeah. Her sister is called Amala, which means the quiet one. And you will never hear her sister crying, because she never meows at all.
Oh, right.
Probably should have given her another name.
Yeah. So, yeah, Amira is really noisy. If she thinks she's not getting enough attention, she'll just wander around the house crying until she gets attention. Because I keep saying her name, she keeps looking at me and meowing.
Then let's get back to some rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
What is your most farmed monster?
Most farmed is probably Devil Joe. It's not the most killed, but it's the most farmed for Vangis and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Devil Joe is very popular on the EU servers.
Yeah.
You know? It's either Devil Joe, or especially someone who's hitting high rank, Devil Joe or Electron.
Yeah.
Wanting to farm. Those are the two popular ones I've come across. People wanting to do most of the time. Yeah. So, what's the longest time you've played Monster Hunter non-stop for, online and offline?
Ooh, longest online is 13 hours.
Wow.
And that was for one of the Unity Hunt days.
Was that last week?
No, it wasn't actually. Last week I didn't actually play. Oh my god, no, it's been beaten, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Did you read her posting? They were up till 6 o'clock.
6 a.m.
6
So
a.m.
I played for 12, 13, 14, 15 hours last week. So I beat my previous record by 2 hours.
That's pretty intense.
Good going.
Yeah, 15 hours. I only took a 40-minute break to eat. That was it. So.
Dedication.
Yeah. How about you, Azarayus?
We were just having fun. We were on Skype, we were laughing and chatting, and it was just fun. I didn't want to leave. I just didn't want it to end. Offline, probably about 6 or 8 hours, whilst I was having to work my way through the quests.
So if we're staying with this question about online, how about you, Azarayus?
What? My longest time?
Your longest consecutive time?
I don't think it's as impressive as that. I mean, I might have touched 12 hours maybe, but relating back to another game, there was a game that was released on the PC a few years back called Gothic, and I remember picking that up the morning it was released and stopping playing it almost 2 days later.
Wow.
Literally, I did not sleep for very close to 48 hours. I just constantly playing it at my dinner next to the tower on my desk, and literally just that and toilet breaks. That's the only time I stopped playing for that particular game. But I think that was probably a one-off.
We'll keep this in mind and tell you to get off if you're going to do it on Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, I need some kind of e-slap if you could, virtually slap me.
We'll be a Monster Hunter Anonymous buddies, don't worry.
Oh, thanks.
Let's go on to the next question from Chatty. Which monster first gave you the most grief offline, and does it still?
Offline, first monster's Baroth. It's everybody's wall monster, isn't it? And no, he does not give me grief anymore. I mean, occasionally you have a bad run where he just will not stop raging, but no, it was definitely Baroth. It was definitely a wall. For about 3 or 4 days, I could not get through that quest for the first meeting.
So what changed? When did he become?
It was just persistence. It was just hammering away at it until one hunt I got lucky and managed to get him, And then it just kind of, because I started on release day last year, so I was running offline pretty much alongside online. So I was, by the time I'd actually got it 2 days into Baroth, I'd reached it offline as well, so I managed to complete it offline before I did it on my own. So that helped, the fact that I was with other people, watching how they did it, Fur as the main person, watching how they did it, taking tips off them, and then taking it offline and doing it there,
Okay. That brings us to the question from the Long Black Veil, also known as Kinshasa and Erzuli, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
What is your favorite armor skill and why?
My favourite armour skill probably has to be... The favourite armour skill I've got is Sharpness +1. The favourite armour skill I don't have, and that I really want, is Expert. So, 1 for the gun, 1 for the blade. And I haven't got it yet. So what I really want is the Charm, that's the +7. But yeah, those two.
Okay, I guess why it's pretty obvious for the attack power.
Yeah, for the attack boost, because attack's always preferable to anything else.
So then we get to a very interesting question. Which weapon would you like to have seen in the game? So, a new weapon. Like a longsword of Burial, he says.
Well, I don't know anything about longswords because I've never used them. But I would have loved to have seen a Devil Joe switch axe. Simply because when I blade, I main a switch axe, and Devil Joe was so evil, they should have made a weapon of every type for him.
Yes, I agree fully.
I've seen the lance. I'm not sure. And the gun. Obviously, there's gun parts for him, but I'm not sure if there's anything else. But there should definitely have been a switch axe for Devil Joe.
Well, there's a long sword.
Is there?
There's actually a long sword. I'm not sure if there's a switch axe, but long sword.
There is definitely
lance,
not axe in the shield.
Lance. I'm not.
There's Joe weapons for everything except for sword and shield and the
switch axe.
Yeah.
Because the great sword's brilliant. The GS is brilliant.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be the best great sword in the game, isn't it? As a general, kind of go-to great sword option.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to the next question. Which of the mobs is your favorite to quest on?
Ooh, I would say I actually quite like the Tundra. I quite like the Tundra. I like them all except for Flooded Forest. Well, mind you, I quite like Flooded Forest when I'm not fighting Maggie. I don't even mind it for Global, but no, I'd say Tundra.
It's for most people, I think. It's an open area.
It is for me, yeah.
Space.
Yeah.
I actually like the look of the Flooded Forest the best, probably.
Yeah.
But I don't like fighting because of the trees.
It reminds me of Two Rock. I was a big Two Rock fan, and Flooded Forest reminds me of Two Rock.
Okay, then we're gonna skip some questions, I think, because we don't have much time. Mm-hmm. How many baggies does it take to change a light bulb?
I would say that was a game of diminishing returns. Because baggies are just incredibly stupid and incredibly evil. So one wouldn't be able to change it by itself, but every time you added one to try and help, they would just sideswipe each other.
Or put each other to sleep.
Yeah.
In the process. Trying to be first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Azarayus, can you actually just tell the listeners again about our podcast and the direction that we're going, so we get that kind of clear across?
Yeah. Well, we're trying to go more from like a light-hearted kind of viewpoint, but it's also it is going to be dependent on guest. The guest kind of, to a degree, kind of runs the show a bit and dictates the direction of their favourite monster to fight, or map to play on, or similar to that. But it's also meant to be in good humour, fairly light-spirited kind of thing is what we're aiming for.
Okay, alright. We'll just ask a few more questions and then we'll look to go on our next quest. One of our quests that we did mention before is going to change, but that will be the last one. We'll go out with a bang.